Hello guys, welcome back to the Blackout Tea channel. Hope you guys are feeling blessed and doing well. Thank you so much for being here. If you are, thumbs up the video. It is absolutely free. Make sure to go ahead, smash that subscribe button if you have not subscribed. Keep your notifications turned on so that you're updated each and every time I bring you news. All right, guys, so we're going to get into the Mimi Torres-Garcia's case. She is the 11-year-old that has actually been missing for over a year. Nobody actually reported her, and they actually have now charged the mom, the aunt, as well as I believe the aunt's ex-boyfriend. I do have some body cam footage that we're going to look at to it, but let's go ahead and get into the news. I am not going to hold you.
In New Britain, the chief medical examiner says Jacqueline Mimi Torres-Garcia died from fatal child abuse with starvation.
3 people are facing charges, including her own mother and her aunt. Tonight, we're getting a look at their arrest. NBC Connecticut's Jane Chaco walks us through that video.
Carla Garcia, Mimi's mother, remains silent as she's placed in handcuffs. Just 4 days after her daughter's remains were found outside an abandoned property in New Britain last month. It would not be until interviews with investigators that Garcia would explain her version of events, admitting that she and her ex-boyfriend stopped feeding Mimi about 2 weeks before she died, according to arrest warrants.
Is everything okay?
Yeah.
We got a call.
But that wasn't the first time police spoke to Garcia and her ex. Last December, officers were called to their Farmington apartment for a noise complaint. They didn't know it at the time, but now say they believe the pair were storing Mimi's body in the basement for months. Farmington Public Safety Director Paul Melanson noted that Garcia didn't mention her daughter Mimi during that interaction.
And when parents have done something like this, the remorse now is just an outpouring of remorse. And you didn't see that, which is really chilling.
Mimi's aunt, Jacqueline Garcia, was taken into custody the same day as her sister Carla. In the video, she asks officers why she's being arrested and then calls for her sister.
Why? For what? Car.
We'll explain to you.
Can you grab my phone?
Jacqueline Garcia later told police that her niece Mimi was deprived of food and was restrained with zip ties as punishment, but Garcia never called police. The third person arrested in this case is Carla Garcia's ex-boyfriend, Jonathan Nanita. That happened on October 13th after a car accident involving a stolen car, according to the city of New Britain. They say there was a struggle between him and police, which led to injuries on his face and neck. When talking about the scuffle, you can hear Nanita say he was going to turn himself in and that he didn't do anything to, quote, that girl.
Y'all didn't have to do that.
Turn yourself in.
You guys didn't have to do any of that.
You turned yourself in a while ago.
I was gonna say I was. You guys didn't have to do any of that, man. I didn't even do that to that girl, bro.
The next court date for these 3 suspects is this Friday. In New Britain, Jane Chaco, NBC, Connecticut News.
Yeah, y'all, so we got another parent out here that refused to allow their child, or a child at that, to even eat. Okay, they starved this young lady to death.
We start with breaking news. The cause of death has just been released for 11-year-old Jacqueline Mimi Torres-Garcia. The Office of the Chief Medical Examiner says she died from fatal child abuse with starvation, and they're ruling it a homicide. Mimi's body was found in a container behind an abandoned home in New Britain last month. Investigators believe that Mimi had died a year earlier while the family was living in Farmington. 3 people are facing charges in connection to her death, including her mother, her mother's ex-boyfriend, and her aunt.
It happens over and over and over and over again. And for the amount of people that are around these people to never ask about a child that you have not seen in a long ass time is crazy, knowing that that person had a baby. This child was 11 years old. That means that other people knew that she was here on this earth and hadn't seen her and hadn't actually even pried into it. So the Office of the Chief Medical Examiner's Office has determined the cause of death of 11-year-old Jacqueline Mimi Torres-Garcia, a little girl whose body was found in a tote outside at 80 Clark Street in New Britain on October 8th. She was severely malnourished, weighing only 26 to 27 pounds, according to information police have released. The office of the chief medical examiner ruled the cause of Mimi's death was fatal child abuse with starvation and the manner of death as homicide. Police have arrested Mimi's mother, Carla Garcia's former boyfriend, Jonathan Nenita, and Mimi's aunt, Jacqueline Garcia, in connection with the little girl's death. Investigators believe that Mimi had died a year before she was found while the family was living in Farmington, and her body had been left in the basement and later moved to New Britain. When Nenita was arrested on October 13th, he was charged with murder with special circumstances, conspiracy to commit murder with special circumstances, risk of injury to a minor, and cruelty to a child. On October 22nd, police added the charges of tampering with physical evidence and disposal of a dead body. Nenita is being held on $5 million bond for the initial charges. Carla Garcia has been charged with murder with special circumstances, conspiracy to commit murder and special circumstances, risk of injury to child, intentional cruelty to a child, unlawful restraint in the first, tampering with physical evidence, and disposal of a dead body. She is being held on a $5 million bond. Jacqueline Garcia has been charged with intentional cruelty, unlawful restraint in the first degree, and risk of injury to a child. She is being held on a $1 million bond. All three suspects are due in court next on November 14th, which is tomorrow, so I'll definitely keep you guys posted. This is the video of the actual arrest that they made. Sometimes the sound is going to go quiet, and that's because they've got their body cams muted, and they will eventually unmute it. This is just ridiculous. It looks like just something that's on repeat now. Like, people are literally out here starving their children. You could see, once you see these people, they're healthy individuals. These bitches been eating. You understand?
The dog's still in the house? Josh, are you in there? If you didn't know how to take them out, is that in here? Got her. Maybe got it.
Look at her arm. Y'all over there denying a motherfucking child food. Look at her arms. Look at her arms.
They got a closet here.
Yeah.
Farmington, I'm gonna open the door for you.
Where's it?
Child, they be at all the doors. God damn. It's right there. They think I can get up to the goddamn company outside. They wait. All in your face. Bam. I'm here.
What's that?
Somebody took the dogs?
Yeah,
She came that night?
Hell yeah, she was.
Did she bring it back to the
Yeah, she did.
She brought the puppies back?
Yeah.
Right. You got shoes on, right?
Car's in the room.
Wait, it's gonna move, right?
Yeah, for now, we can get you one. Yeah, we're not worried about that.
Hey, where's my body car? No, it's not that one, it's a Nike one.
Yesterday, the password was Gretchen that she gave us. I don't know if it's the same stuff.
Jacqueline, where would it be?
Can I get up? Can I get up?
What do you need?
My sweater. Where the f is my Nikes? I have some in my car. Oh wait, check if it's on my sister's bureau.
This is just Carlos.
Whose phone is that?
That's my friend's phone, he left it.
You guys,
It's not on that bureau? Check in the closet.
Sure.
Talking like shit, no
We'll go back here. Is this all right?
no remorse at all.
Yeah.
No, now you're being picky.
No, I'm kidding. Just put it over me.
Yeah.
Did you guys like patrol dog? Because I wasn't.
That's what I'm saying. You need some more.
I don't know what they, why don't I put it over
Yeah,
there
put
now?
it over my head.
Boss, you need a martini?
No, we're gonna transport that.
Did you like patrol?
They want something on them because they want those handcuffs covered because they know that the community was upset about what happened to this baby, as they should now that they're being arrested.
So they're aware now.
Jacqueline, where's your phone at?
In my pocket.
We didn't have it.
Yeah.
All right, here we
In the
go.
front.
What?
In the front.
You want to zip that up?
I don't.
We're in the cover 130 with two females. We're gonna transport, so we'll be all set.
You got keys to lock the back door?
No, they locked it.
Yeah, but where are the keys to lock it?
My friend. Yeah, he left. He was getting us some food.
Okay.
They're muted again. And then had the nerve to put her in that tote, keep her in that tote. And I know those officers that were there and had that conversation with them that night that they had gotten into that argument. All along, this child already deceased. They had no idea. It's now been a year. Wow. And I mean all their big asses in that house knowing what's going on, and nobody decides to speak up about it. Nobody decides to be the adult. Knowing that that shit wasn't right or how they was treating the baby. Nobody looked out for her. Nobody looked out for her. That's just, oh, people be so pathetic. So pathetic. Alright guys, do me a favor, thumbs up the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on those post notification bells. I will send
Big ideas
you boosts soon.
don't come.
Thanks so much for watching.